Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to the most impossible obby ever. Now, what makes this obby quote unquote impossible is just it has a very steep difficulty curve. And while it's the quote unquote impossible obby, it isn't actually impossible. It's just insanely difficult for your average obby goer, which would include myself. Now, it starts off with levels that aren't impossible for even the average player. I guarantee you most of you here could probably get to level 4, right? Yeah, probably. Now, I've never gotten very far. I've done a couple practice runs here. Oh gosh, I forgot I didn't turn you all off. Let me actually... There we go, I turned my hair off. There we go. I believe on the next one has the trap. Yeah. But yeah, I did a couple practice runs here. That way I could do decently. So we're going to see if I really can perform decently. Let's see. Okay. So yeah, this obby can definitely heat up a little in difficulty. So if this part doesn't look too challenging to you, I assure you that that probably means you aren't seeing far enough into the actual obby. Whoops. Okay, that's fine. Skip stop working eventually. Interesting. Now, yeah. Oh, I can just go around here. That's easier. Didn't even realize that was an option. Okay. That's actually kind of funny. I could imagine someone paying money to skip, but then eventually they reach a point where the game no longer lets them skip. Okay. We have more jumps over here. Okay. So far, so good. Right. Whoa, I almost overshot that. I almost overshot it. Okay. Now I need to get over to this platform here, make another jump, and then here we go. Apparently someone's mom is famous. That is pretty funny. Okay, so right now we have some jumps. You might have noticed, but a lot of these levels, the first few seconds of it are easier than what comes after. That's probably intentional. Maybe they're trying to make you drop your guard or something, I don't know. But let's see. Right, okay. Oh, dear gosh, conveyors. I'll worry about the conveyors when if I reach it on this life. Okay. Looks like at least one more jump. Hmm. It looks like the middle is mostly clear. What? Huh? Dang. Okay. So how far did that put me back? Yeah. I'm not surprised. That's where I died the first time in my tests. In fact, I never actually beat that section without dying. It's just a glitch got me through to the next part. So that's fine. Now that I died once, I'm not going to start or to keep playing ultra cautiously. I was trying to play cautiously and never die until I did. Oh, that's hit it. Darn it. I missed my jump types thing. Maybe I should still be really careful, but eh. I don't like red on red. Red on red is it's intentionally poor, but still I don't like it. Should I focus on just playing well? I don't know. What is better? Playing well, but then being slower? There? Is there? Yeah. Okay, there's a little jump there. Real? Did I make it? Cool. If you're speed running, that's probably a skip or something. I don't know. Oh, let me turn off other people again. Thank you. Okay. So now let's go back to trying to beat levels on our first try, even if we can't. I want to go pretty careful on every. Seriously, I'm falling down every step there. Okay. Ooh, I overshot it. I didn't think I overshot it, but apparently I overshot it. Yeah, for some reason, the developers forgot to make the person deleting things save. It's unfortunate, but considering how old this hobby is, I doubt they are planning on fixing that little oversight. Oh, right, there's a trick here, isn't there? There we go. I could have avoided dying there now that I remember. When I was testing through, I remember mentally. I wonder how easy it is to make that jump down there. Will I hit that? Yeah. Alright. So I think I went to this far in my testing. I think you're supposed to shift lock here, but I'm going to avoid shift locking for as long as I am legally able. Here, I'll take off my hair just so I know that's not going to be a burden. Oh gosh. Okay. Real? I was looking. I was not touching. I was looking there. Don't even try to pretend I was touching that. Like, actual scam. Yeah, this game's going to try to force me to shift lock, and if I actually want to beat it, I'm probably going to be forced eventually. But that's even if I decide I want to beat it. Wait, how did I mess that up? If it's been a while, but if I remember right, the hitboxes might be weird in some parts. I'll only be able to know if I really look. And part of the problem is that since some of these motions require shift lock, wait, does that mean mobile users just can't get past parts because shift lock memes? Funny shift lock? Maybe. We'll have to see on that front. Okay, there, there. Turn off the hair. There, and there. I think my jump's big enough to jump two across each time. Is it good enough for three? It is. And we did it. How long did that take us? Dang, 10 minutes. Yeah, these later levels. Now that we're in the area where I've just not practiced anything, things are only going to increase. Oh, thank goodness. They didn't do something to make these platforms ungrippable or I would have died. Gosh, could you imagine if they intentionally made it so that players would have to grip? Please favorite and like the game if you enjoy. Well, let's try to go for 20 minutes here and see where I end up after 20 minutes. Probably not too many more levels. I could see 2 levels taking me to another 10 minutes. This level and whatever comes next. Like, I remember, I think when I completed 3 or 4 levels, it was like, if you got to this point, you're an average obby player. And I'm assuming that these are supposed to be the super tough challenges for average obby players. Darn it. Which is fair. I wouldn't describe myself as a superb? Yeah, superb obby goer. But gosh, these jumps, I am not built for jumps like these. And as you can see in the distance, there is tons left. But my absolute best run ever is much further than this. But that was also when I was a bit better at obbies. I think I let go. I couldn't tell for sure, but I think I let go. I know I let go of W, but I can't remember if I let go of it when I was in motion. What? What happened there? But anyway, I can't remember if I let go of W while I was in motion or not. Well, let's just keep going. Yeah, honestly, this could be a decent stream. But let's go here. We made it. Yeah, barely, but we made it. I wonder, could that be a strat? There. How did that fail? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to come up with strats to make these jumps. The problem is I'm not good enough at Roblox to mentally comprehend. Like, these aren't even RNG. You can turn these off. Just buy the instant respawn game pass. That, I don't know. I feel like that's a crime somehow. I can't figure out how. Maybe I'll. Those jumps are easy. I just. Ooh. Yeah, I think it's like a war crime to have death messages that you have to pay to turn off. Oh wait, why do I have people on? Okay, see, sometimes I make these. The problem is that hmm, ev I sometimes I under and sometimes I overshoot. So I just assume that there's no way I perfectly shot it. Like, see? I assume there's no way I perfectly shot it. Or I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm saying words. All I know is that I'm struggling, and it is killing me that I'm struggling. One more. Now, see, I'm trying to get closer to it in order to make the jump. The problem there is that I'm just not. Like, if I reset, I'd be able to possibly do better and have less deaths up to getting to this point. But this level right here, I think I'd have to practice for hours and hours in order to actually be able to consistently deathless it. Like, see? For me, in my mind, I'm getting super close. But I think this is the first level that's like actually difficult and makes you have to be crazy precise. Because look at this, right? That wasn't close enough. Part of me was literally hanging off the edge and I jumped, but that wasn't good enough. How are, yeah, people keep getting turned back on. That's a really weird developer oversight. See, I was hanging more than half of my body off the edge. It seems like you have to jump when you are frame perfect off the ledge. Oh, they got turned back on again. Yep, not surprising. When nothing goes right, go left. Fair. Let's go left. Okay. Nope. And I know for a fact I didn't let go of W too early there because I didn't stop holding on to it even as I fell. But that habit, it could be a bad one to establish. Thank heck. Wait, is that what I've been doing wrong? Don't you hecking tell me that's what I've been doing wrong this entire time. No, 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 no. What? In the flip? Okay. I thought it was something weirder for a moment. And you can only jump one way. How high is the jump? I can make it. Okay. It's a small little platform, but it'd be difficult to mess that one up if you can actually go there. Well, I can go up here. I don't think I can do some crazy maneuver there, no. So this must be possible. Of course, I'm allowed to slip it up. Admittedly, this doesn't look, yeah, no. So either there's a platform over here I'm missing, or I just need to go do it. Okay, yeah, just gotta go do it. Ironically, this was easier than the previous part. Not that there isn't going to be a challenging part here. Wow! I was sure that I was going to fail that. Okay, so was I? Yeah, that took me 8 minutes. That one little part. What? I must have missed something. Hmm. Trying to think. I'm trying to understand what I'm doing wrong. Like I know in theory what I have to do is land before does my stage save. I'm not sure I want to trust that game. But hmm. What I need to do is land behind it like that. I don't think I can reliably do that. If I have to do that again, I think I'm going to have difficulties. So it's one of these levels, yeah. Is there any... No, it's played exactly how it's presented. There's no tricks. There's no wall on one side meme. How fast is this? Okay. That's not even glowing. That, yeah, its spin isn't even glowing. I'm not sure if there's a trick there or not, but yeah, no. Actually, so what's the bit here? Just another long walk? Okay. Wait, I get it. I didn't realize that was a jump. Whoops. Whoops. Okay. Okay. We could have beaten that level there. 100% I could have first tried the level past this first part. Hmm. How do I do that one? I need to perfectly move through the air and land on the exact nanosecond before it. Well, maybe not exact nano. No, what happened there? Could I cut off my arms? Is there an arms? That's probably a Game Pass. If they have instant death Game Pass, technically instant respawn is pay to win since these death animations are so long that a player playing this game would be able to make progress faster than someone who doesn't have it. Technically. Okay. No, I tried stopping, but I still didn't get there. Since I don't know how to do this one, it's sort of RNG for me. What if okay, I'm gonna go right, press my face against it, and now do it. Because if that works, that's great. No. So now I know I can't go face against it. I need to go a little further back. So what I'll do is I'll go face against it, take one step back, and then do it. No. I need to go further back than that. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll go face against it, two back. One, two. There we go. No, two back was not far enough. Okay, that's fine. We can go further back than two. Actually, try one back there. No? Okay, yeah. One and two are not big enough. So one, two, three. There we go. Hmm. Three back wasn't enough. I can try four. There needs to be some consistent way to get through this that I'm just not aware of. That's four back. Four back has to be it. It seems like every time I do this, it doesn't work. I go to the exact same spot. So now that I'm laying on this, I'm going to look straight ahead. And then I got it. Let's go. So that's the strat. And this part, admittedly, is kind of easy for me. Everyone has their strengths, and in this case, that is not a weakness of mine. There we go. Now, when I see the weird spot, yeah. At first, when I saw that originally, I thought that was a hole that I could fall in and not straight death. Okay, so let's take a look. That took me 24 minutes because of that oversight. The average player cannot make it this far. If you have, well done. Not really. What I've done so far isn't in... What? I was going to try making the jump, but I can just climb? I feel like I've played this game at a point where that was required. So yeah, there are parts of this obby. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I played this game a while ago, and this just wasn't here. Which I mean, fair if you want to make it harder on yourself, but yeah, there's some kind of strat where you have to do some kind of like boomerang leap around. It's weird. I wonder why they. Oh, whoops. I wonder why they added that. Why they nerfed this particular part. I mean, I could respect people complaining about it if I remember right. It was dumb as heck, but still seems weird too. Why can't I make it anymore? Wait, what? Why am I not making it anymore? I jump up here and there. Okay, I am 99% sure I did not make contact with any little thing there. What? The worst part is I've gotten further than this. I know it gets harder. But this was one of the hardest levels I did in my whole playthrough. Right, okay. I think the technique I need to use to get through goes like that, where I have to leap and then pull back, full spin. Unironically, why are you doing it that way though? That seems like such a time loss. You see, I actually did mostly pull off the maneuver. I just get on those little easy mode platforms. I don't get it. Why did they? Because you see those easy mode platforms? I don't understand. They've clearly nerfed this in some parts. But then most people aren't using the nerf things. Oh dear. I didn't think they would dissipate. Whoops. Whoops. Okay. I didn't think they would dissipate, okay? Don't bully me. I didn't think they would dissipate. I thought they'd be there for me. Okay. So after that, it looks like we're required to do one more round of that before we do more standard jumps. There we go. Oh, I specifically checked the Game Pass to see if the developers were hiding a secret easy mode where you could just get your arms removed. Because imagine not having to deal with these arms. Then again, would I be able to climb without my arms? I need a stabilizer, kind of like that speed one. Because my current problem, right, is I can kind of make the jump, kind of, but my arms often get in the way. And I'm not sure where to jump off at, because I can do the little maneuver, because the maneuver goes a little like that. But since my arms get in the way, honestly, if I could turn off my arms and level, I might even rather go up the long way, depending on my mood. Darn it, I thought I had it there. Maybe if I did more of a spin. Yeah. Like, I think if I would have had that particular jump, if instead of going like, I went, yeah. Just wondering. No. Okay. I had to check something. But yeah, I see some people going up the long way, and I'm just really confused. Why? Hmm. I think I needed to turn about a third of a second sooner. If I turned a third of a second sooner, I would have had that. But yeah, why aren't people using these? I don't understand. Are they only visible to me or something? Darn it. Good luck. Interestingly, I'm still at the point in the game where, according to that one person, I could cheat and pay money to skip levels. Obviously, I'm not going to because I'm playing a skill-based game here. Darn it, overshot it. I'm not sure how much further I think I can make it. Maybe to yellow? I think yellow might have been the level I got completely beaten at. It might have been. I'd have to see level to be yellow to be able to judge. Well, that's embarrassing. I turned too early and suffered, but I think I wouldn't have made it either if I didn't turn there. I wasn't feeling confident in that particular maneuver. At least I think I'm getting past the first jump sooner. And realistically, the first jump and the second jump should be the same. So, just a matter of replicating it. Unless they are secretly different. But I haven't observed anything that makes me believe they're secretly different. Hmm. Oh, I've been noobed. Wonder if there's a model with smaller arms that would be able to give me an advantage through changing cosmetic. That might be interesting. Unless every model has the same hitbox, but I mean, I doubt it. Interesting. I'm not sure if you observed that, but since I wasn't at the top when I jumped, it launched me back. That's why climbing hasn't worked for me always. Do I have anyone else stuck in my level? Yeah. Okay, I was about to say, it looked like they were going to climb up the long way, which would have been dumb. Yeah, I just need to do that exact maneuver I just did. No, wait. I thought I did the same thing. It's possible I slipped up, but I want to check something. I have to know. Whoops, didn't mean to. Okay, so that's the thickness of that one. Yeah, they look about as thick. Some of them are not as thick. But you see, like this one, thicker. This one, very thin. But I think, yeah, it looks like the first and last one are equal difficulty. They've nerfed the difficulty in two fronts. Yeah, okay. That's the same way I died on the last one. I just had to check to see if there was some hidden part of the one thing. So I get off right there, turn around, nice little maneuver. Interesting. I keep thinking I did the same thing, but until I master this, it'll just be a feat of RNG for me. Oh, right. You gotta climb to the top. Forgot that. I forgot. You have to go all the way to the top. If you don't go all the way to the top, then the game memes on you. Yeah, let me just delete you from existence. Actually, I'm curious. How do you plan on getting through? Well, that one fell and died, so they didn't have a strat. Okay, neither of them have a hidden strat, since they both... Mega fun, easy obby. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I'm going to watch them as they go through, actually, because I'm just curious if they'll outmaneuver me somehow. Good. Good. I'm watching. Yeah, they're just sort of doing the same thing as me. Inter... I know what happened there, but it doesn't make it hurt less. Here's a thought. Every time I clear the first part, my first try twice, I've technically had RNG equal to beating the level. Tech should have pressed left. I didn't press left. I don't want to see my death count. It's probably like 30. I don't want to see that. Here we go. Anyway, we're at least getting some new info through these difficult right there in the jump. I need to press left. I think I have it in my mind. I think I'm learning the technique. This is my Obby training arc right here. Obby training arc. So you see, I didn't do the, okay. To be fair, I didn't do the thing I said I was because it's so precise. My mind struggles to keep up with it. I'm going to be honest. Like 100%. I've theory crafted a way to get through it. It's just that I I did it sort of. That wasn't how I wanted to do it per se, but I did do it. Okay, 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 okay. I like half pulled it off on the first one. That wasn't how I meant to pull it off, which is what gets me, but I kinda did. Okay, let's see if we can get that. Okay. I know what I did wrong there, but it doesn't make it less aggravating. I really hope the next level's like easy. Even though statistically most of these levels are harder than the ones before them. I forgot to do the important thing. Some of those levels look cool up ahead. I can't deny that. Some of these levels genuinely look cool. I'm pushing myself to get better at hobbies here. I know I can do it. That's a lot of years ago. Hmm. The problem is it's so precise, and the amount of times I get the first jump wrong imply I haven't mastered the technique. And I suspect if I beat the level, I will not have proven that I've mastered the technique. It'll just be that I've improved. But I'm pretty sure the original version of this level didn't have the ladders nor the sides that you could just walk straight on. You did it! Nice job! Unironically, nice job. I hope you beat the level. Unironic. Did you do it? Please tell me you did. I think they did it. Congrats. Congrats. Alright. That motivates me. I was so close. Okay. I have a theory that if I try to jump as far on the corner as possible, that will bolster my probability of victory. So now that we have a theory, let's test it. Good. Ever feel your life feels like a test you didn't study for? I'm not sure that's a terminology I would utilize, but certainly. Don't get me started on those Q&As I did. I tried to prepare myself as much as I could, but it was a new experience, and I think I could do better if I did more. You can turn these off, you know. I think I could do better. How would I do better with Flying Skull? I think I could have I've listened to interviews from people who've are more proficient in their craft, and said people who are more proficient in their craft, I feel like there's almost kind of an informal connection, kind of like they're still professional, the people conducting it, but they end up making a connection, or at least they give off the impression that there is one, right? They keep it engaging. They can stray off topic enough to just kind of keep things interesting. And I'm thinking if I took another shot at it right now, I probably could do it. Not as well per se, but better. If I did 1,000 of them, I probably would eventually be kind of okay. Probably. But we'll do that another time. Right now, there are plenty of things I look back on and go, yeah, I probably could have done this a little better. Because I think for the more personal projects, right, I almost kind of, I, well, my normal kind of standard is quantity. Oh, wow, that's a unique def. I've never slipped off of that like that. I've died in other ways on those, but not that particular. Well, my normal policy is quantity over quality. When I do go for a more quality route, I really want to do a good job. And as such, whoops, I'm sometimes a bit disappointed when I look at something and I go, this was kind of a. I think the Undertale Final Showdown one went better. That might have been partially because the people there already had sort of what is it? Darn it. They already sort of knew each other, right? They already had a gosh, what's the word? There's a word I'm trying to think. I can't think of the word, but they were on good terms with each other. They helped keep it from getting as stale. So now I go, how could I improve? Hmm. I definitely think I remember asking some questions I really liked. Hmm. I remember trying to get into editing. I've had a few little things I've tried to dabble in. I briefly tried dabbling into coding a couple times, or game design coding. Obviously, didn't pan out. And all in all, I wouldn't even. I would say I have a decent understanding of coding. I had a slightly better when I was still learning it and working on a project, but that was years ago, and I'm confident that if I looked at what I did, I would not understand it in the slightest. That the whole project was basically I was following a walkthrough, but every time they teach me something new, I would go do my own thing on it. And one of the biggest challenges was since I constantly deviated, I would often have things break, and I'd have to fix with patchwork solutions. So even if I followed the guides again, I probably wouldn't understand it. I would I remember at one point I tried going a different route, had a major bug, and yeah, this level unironic massive challenge. If only I could mentally comprehend a way that would 100% work. Like I've definitely theory crafted some things. But the worst part is, from every little bit I can ascertain, the first and last jumps are the same. Mentally, it feels like they're different difficulties. Mentally, sure. But I mean, look at this. Those two are thin, but the first and last one seem to have roughly the same thickness. So I'm not wrong to try the same thing on them. Like how I missed that first jump, barely. I've done that in the last jump tons of times. Realistically, I'm just not sure what the probability is of me making the first jump. If you could figure that out, you could probably use math to figure out the exact statistical odds of me RNGing through this. Like there, I made it. I sort of know how I made it. But then when I try to do what I think is the same thing in the last one, I failed. Mostly because I'm just doing stuff and RNGing through it. So, like, I'll try to really keep an eye on how I do this jump. I'll fail, but yeah. Like, I know what went wrong there. It was my arm. It's always my arm. My left arm, because I'm jumping on the right side, mind you. But yeah, every time it's the arm. What I need to do is basically leap around it in a northeast halving. I need to go northeast essentially, but that's easier said than done. There. It doesn't help that those rare deaths where I graze my arm. Apparently, I've hit 100 deaths. That's unfortunate. Anyway, hmm. I kind of wish I didn't even have to bother with the ladder. I'd love to be able to just get straight into it so that I could really try to get to down and understand every slight bit. I think if I want to jump before. What is the golden ticket? The problem is the golden ticket, I think, varies depending on how I jump. Hmm. I need to loop. That's like the obvious thing. See there, if I pressed left about zero point 0.7 seconds sooner, would have made it. But I didn't. And it could be the way I'm most commonly jumping would be more consistent under a different style, like that, where I just keep my arms far away. Hmm. Maybe if I tilted my body about 7 more degrees? Yeah. Okay. That's unfortunate. I think I walked into the wall there with my arm. Because as you can see, my arm kind of swings, and I'm pretty sure the hitbox swings with it. Okay, let's give this one a shot. I think this could be the maneuver. No, I was tilted too much to avoid death. Let's see how I'm tilted. It doesn't save. Thank you, developers. I needed at least one little bit of good news. Okay, see, that's probably too much. This is probably the perfect amount. Hmm. What if I move my arm as I jump? Could that work? The problem is, I don't think I have the reaction speed. If I could perceive things at 90% slower, I could obviously do it. Probably. I'm getting better at each time. I don't know about that. I'm struggling in the first jump now. Mostly because I was just getting really good RNG when I was getting through it before. And this time I might get good RNG. No, but I might have. I wish I could see what I was doing on the jumps. That would unironically help so much. But the problem is when you move in third person, it memes the heck out of jumps like these. Like, let's try to see me doing it in third person here. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm like 80% sure that my arm did not make physical contact with that. That my hand would have been the closest point and it did not touch that. Okay, so that was a bad example. Um, Going third person did not mess up that one, but this one, see? And also, I'm not sure if you noticed that, but I'm not touching it. I wasn't aware of this until now when I'm actually able to see. But I know I wasn't touching it there. But no wonder I have to be so precise. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, so that's the difficulty. I want to really focus on. Oh no, the game's making me play unnecessarily carefully. That's what's really messing me up. I have to play way too carefully here. Like, I'm going to climb up here. I'm going to try my best to not over carefulness. Maybe I can turn those people off. Yeah, here's a good Game Pass idea. Don't make people reappear ever, unless I manually choose to turn people back on. Maybe if I just do a big whirl, maybe that's what I need. Like a, no, I couldn't control that. There we go, we turned them all off. I walked off. Honestly, I could probably just delete the last 20. It's just this level. It's just this level. But I want to beat it. I'm pretty sure this was the hardest level for me, even though I didn't finish it. Like, I beat this level. I know I did. But I'm like, it keeps looking to me like I didn't make contact with that. I can't tell since I can't pulse it. I almost wish I could pulse on the def frame and just look at what. This is why I think one shots are so cringe. And since I have to move in such a specific way, I can't even observe what I'm doing wrong because the way the camera moves. I'm really thinking it's a hitbox issue that makes this jump particularly challenging. Like, see, by the time I've turned the camera over to what killed me, it's already too late. The game's already hidden what part of my body touched it. If I could just cut off one of my arms, like, that's what happens when I prioritize caution. If I prioritize caution, I can 100% of the time miss my jump. If I prioritize speed, I'll miss my jump anyway because I either touch the def or, yeah. What if I just go to the corner and just walk? I'll jump if I live to the corner, but that's not my priority. My priority is just how close can I unironically get? I didn't even jump. You see, that's the problem. I want to see that again. But I think that's the problem. It's that I get close. I'm not even... There we go. Yeah, I'm not surprised I messed that up in third person. But even when I don't know how to put this. I'm wondering, is my left or right arm bigger than the other? They both look the same shape, but it's a little hard to tell when they get dislocated like that. Okay, now let's observe over here. Good. I don't think I'm making contact with it. Like, I know it's difficult to tell, but it does not look like I'm making contact. I am pretty sure the hitbox is bigger than how it appears. Like in some of these, I'm not even making contact. Like there, I I had not jumped yet, meaning from the platform, I had reached. Look at that distance there between. I guess it's hard to tell from where I'm standing. Let me get up here so it's easier to see. Look at the distance between the platform and the actual wall. My arm is apparently long enough to cover that entire distance and touch it. It's no wonder I'm dying. Like, I feel like that's kind of dumb. Mm, like, I feel like whenever I do make it, I truly did barely make it. Oh my gosh. And if I die here, it's going to be just pure mind break. Okay. Boom. I'm not stopping there. Come on. Did I get the... Are you sure you were able to do this? Yeah, probably. Trying to think. Is the sphere moving? At first I thought it was, but now my new theory is that it's not. Yeah, it's not moving. Okay, okay. New info. New info. Boom. It's moving at a weird angle. It's moving very weird. It seems to barely touch that spot right there. Yeah, I don't think it touches that spot at all. Okay, let's try to reach it. Am I right? Was my theory right? It was. Do these all have the same spot? Looks like it, but I need to get there. That's probably the best point right there. When it starts sliding down. Looks like my positioning was off. It's all good. This part's safe. I know it is. Where's the safe spot? Right there. Looks like it might be the same as where I am here, but it's hard to tell. I feel like I can get through this before another too many minutes go by. I feel like I can. I need to go slightly southwest. Yeah, slightly. Yeah, all of these seem to have a no-kill zone. What about over here? Where's the no-kill zone? Hmm. Looks like in an awkward spot for me to jump to or walk to, I'd have to hang on the edge if it works. I'm not sure it will work, but we'll try. All good. I know where I'm going on the first two. It's just a matter of walking to it. Unfortunately, I think that was the only frame that I can slip up there with the from the position I was jumping from, I mean. Hmm. I should have gone to the left then. Yeah, left. Okay. Should have waited either one frame or gone a frame faster. Yeah. All good. Wait for that part of the animation. Okay. You all saw that. That did not touch me. I know we already knew the hitboxes were fake, but still. It's disheartening to know that I'm right, because I didn't want to be right on this. Hmm. I don't believe you on that one. Actually, you're probably telling the truth now that I think for 2 more seconds. Hmm. Okay, I think one thing I haven't checked on that one I want to jump to is how often is the part I want to jump to in danger? Right there. So when it starts sliding away like that is when I want to go to it. Now, when is the next one dangerous to jump to? If I'm going to the left, yeah, then I'll slide there. Heck it. I just want to go. I just want to go. It'll be dangerous when it goes down. So that means it's safest right now. I didn't know it was going to do that. I didn't think it was going to slide. I was hoping it wouldn't, I should say. Obviously, I didn't know. I wouldn't have wanted to have died. Now when it slides down, it's my moment to jump. And there's only one way the jumping at that moment could go wrong. If I forgot to move closer before I pressed the jump button. Thankfully, I remembered to get close by accident there. Dang, I didn't realize it did a double attack on the top. Not sure if you saw that. It does 2 attacks, not one. There, it made it. Barely. And then it goes like that, and then, darn it! I think I need to go slide east before I jump. Yeah, east. I don't even think I jumped that time, truthfully. Okay, I've done a lot of theory crafting, and I think I got it. Think. Keyword. Because each of them has a different rotation. Hmm. I see. I see. I see. I keep freezing at that point because I don't remember the plan. But when I remember the plan, boom. Not enough southwest appears. It appears I needed to be more southwest there. It appears I needed to have waited an extra second or gone a second faster. What happens if I just try to rush this? Just hypothetically. Okay, that's sort of what I assumed. I would just mess up somehow. I was sort of hoping I wouldn't mess up if I just rushed, but no. No, I have to put a little thought into it. So I need to be right there on the end. And I need to go right at that moment. And then I need to really quickly on that moment rush over. Okay. I forgot to go further forward before I jumped. You see, I'll come up with a way that should, in theory, allow me to win 100% in theory. But then I'll forget something really rudimentary, like, hey, maybe you should play. You should get good, maybe. And then I go, wow, maybe I should. Good. Okay. I'm getting better at that jump. Assault aside, it might be possible to climb on that one angle. I don't want to bother with that yet, though, if I can avoid it. I need to jump at that moment, but that's when it does its sweep, so I need to go hop hop. Okay, let's try that. Let's see if I can pull off a hop hop. See, if right there was the moment, but then I slipped up. Okay. I'm solving it. These messages used to be more evil. They're a bit nicer now. Enough. That's all I can say. I've had enough. Which means now it's going to come up. And that's one part of the level possibly done, mind you. I forgot to press jump. I forgot to press jump. I I didn't remember to press jump, and so I died. That's unfortunate. All right. Well, I think I know enough now on beating the level. Let's get to it. All right. I think I've figured out the trick to beating this level. At least that one part, mind you. My, I'm sorry. What the heck happened? Don't tell me. It must be timed. I don't think I saw a projectile coming at me. I think that was the problem. I think it's timed. All right. Well, more information to utilize now that we know it. Yep, timed. I forgot to jump. That'll happen sometimes. I'll forget to jump and then I'm dead. Okay, here goes. Nope, that would have been the wrong time. I still jumped at the wrong time, mind you. Honestly, realistically, I should have stopped ages ago. I've had the dumbest stops possible because of kinda questionable hitboxes, but this is personal. A personal challenge that I want to persevere on. And if persevering means suffering, I will suffer. Just go. If only those were just a little more grippable. Here we go. No, I'm just going to wait. I thought I went the right nanoseconds. Did I not? Didn't I? I could have sworn I did. It's fine. Fine. Mm. You know what? And at that moment, thank goodness these are all synced. Can I just say how obnoxious those jumps would have been if they weren't all synced? I've played some obbies that where the developers forget to sync their attacks. So what happens is that they eventually get new patterns that are sometimes easier or harder than others. Thankfully, these jumps are all in the exact same timing at the exact same moment. Yeah, I've played some where it's like they desync. So if one fires every 3 seconds, the other fires every 4 seconds. That means that they are going to have several different patterns depending on when you end up going. Good, good. Now, when I go over here, it is integral that I perfectly land in the middle of that. Looks like I should have let go about anywhere from zero point 0.2 to zero point 0.6 seconds sooner. Yeah, that's what I would judge. I thought I went close enough there. I clearly didn't. 0.2 to zero point 0.6 though. I think that's the right judgment. So if I adapt my maneuver there, hmm, I thought if I jumped the first one perfectly, there'd be no way to mess it up, but that could be wrong. We'll work under the assumption that I was wrong, and then if it turns out I was right, we'll just correct later. Okay, now this is very important. There. Good. Good. A speed up? No. I didn't think I got sped up. Okay. Just wanted to experiment how easy it would be to jump that. And then one more. And then good. I undershot. Okay, I can actually explain why I undershot there. The reason I undershot there was because I thought I was on a later jump. And my muscle memory automatically corrected for me, thinking that my assumption was correct. But it wasn't. Okay. You'll get it next time. Whoever died there, you'll get it next time. Hmm? What is the hitbox on my shoes? Maybe it's bigger than I thought. Yeah, that could be it. Maybe my shoe hitbox is different than my initial assumption. And then here, and then there. I wonder if there's a way to do that smoother. We'll see. Yeah, I think my shoe hitbox is larger than I initially thought. I've never thought to take out a calculator and try to figure out how big the Roblox avatar shoes are. But this game might require that. Because you need somewhat absolute precision. Is it possible to get further? Well, okay, what you need is really to be in the perfect middle. I know I should not have jumped there. I do know, or I did know. The reason I jumped there boils down to one thing. I'm tired. and I want to get through this level. And so I did something I should not have done in the interest of I needed to hold the movement there. I almost had an accelerated one. I managed to save one whole waiting period. Dang. I was trying to see. I have a theory. It might be possible to get through all of them without stopping. But in order to find that out, I'm going to have to A, go with the perfect window, and B, not mess it up. So I might not bother. I think the first one is always the correct window. It's the other three which require the correct window. Like, see that? The first one is pretty much never going to meme on you. But then I thought I had that jump. Okay, let's wait for the next. Yeah, there. I thought I held it. I didn't. But you know what would make this game so great? A double jump. Could you imagine how much better this would be as a game if you had a double jump and you could just mess up but then recover? Honestly, this whole game would be way more doable with a double jump. Because I would double jump that, for example. In fact, most of my deaths I would have double jumped. Okay, there, there, and then there. Did I? Nope. I'm pretty sure I was too northwest. Yeah. It's difficult to judge the correct window. It unironically is. Like, see, I thought that was the correct window, but then I was proven wrong. Then I thought that was the correct window, but then I was proven wrong. Now it seems like these are easy jumps, but my mind isn't equipped to comprehend them. It's kind of like the final boss of the game where a planet is bound. Easy enemy, but you can't comprehend them. Oh, I think that's slanted. Oh my gosh, it's slanted, isn't it? It doesn't matter what's slanted. If you mess up the easiest jump in the world. I think I'm slipping. I think I've reached my limit. I say that because I'm starting to mess up simpler and simpler jumps. Let's be honest, some of the jumps earlier in the game were harder than this. These aren't difficult jumps. I'm slipping up on them. I think I've just worn myself out with harder levels. Because this one clearly seems to me like one of those levels designed to give players a reprieve. And yet I'm struggling with the reprieve level. I forgot I had to jump one more. I forgot it was a triple, not a double. Simple enough. We go right here, we wait for the fake out, and then we go after the fake out's done. Then we wait over there. 1, 2, 3, and then boom. Okay. What if I go right there? Does that put me? Sort of. I don't think it's perfect, but let's try it. Undershot. I could tell that much. Honestly, now that I understand the secret here, these spheres are kind of easy. Like, they definitely artificially boost the difficulty a bit with how I suspect we are being limited. But one, two, three. I'm going to be honest, I forgot that I had to do all that. It was just my body started acting before I realized what was going on. Thank goodness it did. Would have died. 10,000! I have not died 10,000 yet. Yet. If it's any constellation, I'm pretty sure if I were to restart, I would get to this point faster and with less deaths. I'm not sure that that's a achievement, considering I am starting to consider the first part of that level not difficult. The real challenge is right in that Xbox. I don't know how I've messed up the following jumps. How do I make it up there? That must be a bounce. Yup, that's a bounce. Okay. When I jumped, was my leg stretched behind me? Oh my gosh, is that why I've been dying there? It's not because of some fault of my own, but a Roblox physics bug? If I saw that right, I've been dying to a physics bug instead of my own actual. There's no way, right? There's no way they would have made such a significant oversight, right? I must have imagined it. There's no way they would have made an obby with such a big programming flaw. Right, forgot about that. Boom. I don't feel like I'm straight ahead. Yeah, definitely. I need to go turn. This feels more straight ahead. I didn't even land. I just touched the neon. I probably would have gotten past the next part if this part wasn't here. Theoretically, I think I would have. But it's fine. This is making me better at obbies. But as you see how worn out I am? A lot of these jumps are so easy. But at this point, I'm just walking. I'm so see, that was the easiest jump. But I'm not even able to press the jump button anymore. That's how much I've worn myself. I can't physically react. I think I'm going to have to stop just because I'm too worn out at this point to continue. Okay, here we go. Okay, if I was looking right, my physics bugged there again. If I remember right, if I remember, I'll check later and see. The problem is, I'm making less progress now that I'm clearly at my limit. Like, I'm pretty sure if I restarted it, like, in a day, I would be doing this with ease. But instead, I'm on the easiest jumps in the whole game. And what am I doing? I'm slipping up. There's no way I should be slipping up on these. But I am. After this, I think if I manage to beat the level, I'm going to take a nice break. Okay, game, please tell me. I'm going to put my camera right here in the center. In order to reach the center, I had to curve slightly, which means logically I need to tap that. Now let's put it on the center. Curve again. Now let's try put it. Now I needed to move it. Okay. Did I position it perfectly? I think that's almost perfect. And it all goes down the drain. A solid 30 seconds of positioning goes down the drain because I'm too worn out to be able to press the space bar in time. I'm giving myself 10 more tries. If I don't get it in 10, then that's that. Okay? 9 more tries. You got this. I know you have this. 1, 2, 3. 9 more tries. Now, as seen, this is roughly perfect, according to what I did earlier. No, just there. No, it wasn't perfect. It's too right. I saw that. 8 more tries. 7 more tries. I'm so sure. Sometimes it's right, sometimes it's not. I think the second one's rotations are deceptive, hence why I've labeled one of the rotations as a fake out. 1, 2, 3. What if I just go in the middle? I'm going to try that. That should have worked. Admittedly, that should have worked. It didn't, but it should have. 6 more tries. That's a new record. I should be proud of that. I got a new record. But we did confirm one thing. The middle here is accurate. I'm just too worn out though. I'm forgetting to jump 5 tries. Come on. You have this. You know you have this. Boom. From what I could tell, I undershot it by half a stud. 4 more, I think. Maybe you don't have this, but act like you do anyway. And then leap, and then leap. Dang. 3 more. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Forgetting to jump because I'm too worn out. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. You have this. I my hand slipped and I pressed S in the air. Like this is what happened. And I was trying to let go of the thing and I slipped. Final try. I'd put copyright music on here, but I don't really want to suffer that. That's a death. Or is it? So if I somehow get past those initial jumps, I need to slide to the left or right there. I'm not sure how this will go, but we'll try. Forgot to jump. That's that. I did my darndest. I hope you all enjoyed. I put a lot of effort into that, and I'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching.